What is failure? The result of absence of willpower to be successful in oneself. In this particular presentation, I'm going to be talking about all the major life failures and the steps that I took to overcome them. I hope it helps at least one person in this room. My first failure, I ran it for a month and not one single customer entered it. Now this was in spite of the fact that it was there in the heart of Kalangut. Right from the name Fun Foods to its menu, everything went wrong in it. And yes, we are waiting. Second failure, when me and my father parted ways, we could just not see eye to eye with each other, and after putting a lot of years of hard work, he just told me one fine day that he cannot be with me in business and I had to part ways. It still hurts sometimes, by the way. Third failure, once when cumulative failure started happening, it affected my marriage. And of course it was my fault because I was trying to be a good husband. Now good husband could be a subjective matter for many women, but at least I was trying, but I was not the suitable one for my wife. So yes, a crumbling marriage. Fourth failure, now this was a big one called as graphics and signs. I started this company by taking a loan from my friend and after parting ways with my father, but made some very serious, big time mistakes, ending up in huge losses before I shut it down. My fifth failure. My wife and I used to prepare vada pavs early in the morning at 4:30. I used to take it to the market and sell them. We even had a food stall then and we used to do events too. Things were great until the second wave of COVID hit and mounting losses started happening and we had to shut it down. Ended in depression and huge loans. All the personal and professional setbacks hit me hard and I went into depression. And this again still hurts me sometimes. All of this still kept on happening till the time I decided to change. I decided to take control. I went into therapy all thanks to my great friend Aisha Sharma, who's just sitting over here with me. She was the one who helped me turn around my life. I don't know why in India it is still such a big stigma to talk about mental therapy. It is. But what has to be done, has to be done. The first thing, becoming a Swiggy delivery boy. When you are coming out of your failures, it is important to start taking a look at your life with a fresh new perspective. I had to do that. This was the first thing that came my way and I just grabbed it. I had to keep my mind away. I had to do something, which is why I started off again from here. Now, I'm not some sort of a Gyani Baba, I'm not going to be giving any Gyan, but I'm going to be talking about whatever I've learned from my failures and started coming up. Whatever has helped me, I would just like to share it all with you all with some simple tips to overcome failure. The first one, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Put yourself in therapy if needed, take that exercise if you have to go through it. But do not stop, I repeat, do not stop in curing yourself. It helps, big time. Reboot your life. Decide to reboot your life by simply doing the following. We call it as the law of three. Do what you can, with what you have, and from wherever you are, and do it now. This will help you to simply move forward. And it does. From the simplest of the things to moving forward. Decide when to change. This is the way of life. Make whatever changes you have to make personally or professionally. The sooner you adapt to this, the better it is. This is how goals are achieved. I'm sure many of you all will agree with this. Change is important. Change is the only thing which is constant in life. With commitments comes discipline, with discipline comes execution, with execution comes results, and it starts simply with committed, so stay committed. When we fail, people lose trust in us, and we lose trust in our own selves. Therefore, it is very important that you think 10 times before you commit to anything, and once you have committed to it, be on your commitment. Agree to disagree. This is like decluttering your brain because you are throwing out all the nonsense out of the window and just shutting them off. Agree to disagree. Now, procrastination is called an apology of a lazy man. This is my own definition towards it. All of the above that you do will bring a lot of changes in your life, and change is not easy for many of us. It prevents us from achieving our goals. Below are the 3 things that I have used to keep my own procrastination absolutely at bay. I still keep on doing it. Never delay the small tasks. So when you're planning your day, you will find that you're bound by a lot of small things which only take about 5 minutes. Do not ever delay them. Get them done. You will notice at the end of the day, you are more productive and it reduces your stress. The Pomodoro technique. To put your procrastination at bay, put this technique under practice. So pre-plan your day. You work for 25 minutes, and after 25 minutes you take a break for 5 minutes and do this thing 4 times, and you do it to the clock. After a while you will start realizing that you've done so much of work and you still have time and no stress. That's the best part. Pareto's principle. Now 20% of the decisions affect 80% of your life. So therefore work on the 20% first. These can include your nature, the people you surround yourself with, and your life goals. This is the 20% which works upon the 80%. Now one quote that I abide by, and this is in Urdu by the way. So खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर बेखुदी से पहले. Make yourself so strong that before every problem, खुदा बंदे से खुद आके पूछे कि बता तेरी रज़ा क्या है. God himself comes down on earth and would ask you, what is it that you would like to do? This is Mujtaba Haaziq, and thank you for listening to me.